This exercise is about function calculateWeight. Though an object's mass remains consistent throughout the universe, weight is determined by the force of gravity on an object. Since different planets have different gravity, the same object would weigh different amounts on each of those planets. Cool. Write a function calculateWeight. Okay, let's go there and write our function using the ES6 syntax. It should have two parameters, so earthWeight, and the second one is the planet. Expect earthWeight to be a number. Expect planet to be a string. Return a number representing what that earthWeight equate to on the planet passed in. Handle the following cases. Okay, these are the cases. For all other inputs, return invalid planet entry, try Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, or Saturn. Okay, we will need an if-else statement for this one. Okay, so the first condition is planet Mercury. Oops. But first, let's make sure to pass const planet capitalized. Let's make sure I found this piece of code. So if you pass all the lowercase, the first letter of the planet name will be capitalized. You can always do the lowercase and then check for the lowercase, but let's try this way. So I found this on the Stack Overflow, and don't forget to change the argument here. So everything you pass will be converted to be capitalized. The first letter will be capitalized. And now let's check the Mercury case. So if Mercury, then return, this is the formula for Mercury. Okay, and let's add the next condition. So the second one is Venus. So Venus, then return this. Okay, let's add the next condition. If Mars, then return this. If Jupiter, then return this. Let's add the next condition. If Saturn, then return this. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 planets, and let's add the else block if none of the planets are passed. For all other inputs, return invalid planet entry, try Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, or Saturn. Okay, let's return that. Okay, that should be all. Uncomment the line below when you are ready to try out your function. This call should print 236. We encourage you to add more function calls of your own to test your code. And let's add a few more function calls. Let's try for Mars. And let's try with the lowercase. So let's try 250. Let's try for the Jupiter. 480. And let's try for Mercury with the 50. And let's try one invalid function call. So Earth. We don't have Earth in our if-else block. Let's call our function. And I made a mistake here. I forgot to change this variable to our argument, to our parameter. And now let's run our code. And yes, this first prints 236. And you see, we passed the lowercase Mars, and we passed because we have this. We capitalized the first letter, so we passed this condition. And the same for Jupiter. And then we called the function with the Earth, and we got invalid planet entry. Try Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, or Saturn. Okay, everything is fine. Let's proceed to the next exercise.